What is your prognosis of Trump government vis-a-vis the Ukraine and Russia war?
There is large outflux from the highland of Himalayas to the lowland. Can you suggest the measures to minimize this outmigration from the highland to the lowlands in India?
India, the home of democracy, has its roots very deep when it comes to electioneering. We recently had an international uh, consciousness generated where we talked about our experiences and then intensified on use of technology in electioneering. India is one of the front runners in this regard. But then there are so many facets apart from voting or electronic voting machine where technology can play a crucial role to ensure a vibrant voting system, a vibrant voting pattern in the country. I would like to identify which all areas you expect the technology can be used for improving our voting ratio and also electioneering as the process in totality. Urban planning, and especially for a country like ours, has always been debated. We want to develop our cities, but our cities are mostly organically evolved cities. The lack of planning, and any planning intervention comes with a social cost, especially when we talk about the vulnerable sections who live in slums, squatters, and such places. The recent debate that has gone on in the country, where a lot of people have identified that movement of the slum dwellers have had a significant impact on their living conditions and habitat. What is your opinion about the two options that we have got for slum improvement, in situ and ex situ improvement? Which one you prefer and why? You have to give logic in the context of Indian cities. This debate has been going on for a long time that political parties should have their own ethical guidelines through which they can ensure that the participation of the right kind of candidates in the election process happens, right kind of money happens, and then those practices which are having impact on our democracy should be checked. In this backdrop, I would like you to hear out your views that what steps you recommend to ensure free and fair election, a constitutional commitment that is ensured in the electioneering process. Give me three major suggestions from you with the reason as to why you consider them as these steps would bring about significant change. It's very happy to note that women participation in the workforce has been growing, but the prevention of the sexual harassment in the workplace as a provision which has been existing for quite some time has not been effectively implemented. What are the challenges which are coming in the direction of the fuller implementation of this provision of law? As Honorable Supreme Court of India has recently taken some very serious observation in this regard. I would like to hear out your long-term solutions for making it more effective so that the workforce participation of women in organized sector continues to grow. There are a large number of illegal migrants living in our country. There has been a lot of debate and talk for their deportation. What are the challenges on their deportation, and what is your views on the same, and how we can make an effective attendance to the problem that we are facing at the moment? Medical education demand has not been able to meet its supply, as a consequence of which large number of students have to travel abroad. It brings lots of challenges. I'll be interested in knowing from you what stops us from developing the medical education infrastructure in our country, and what measures can we take to improve it to the greater heights so that all the demand of medical education is met domestically. Privacy is a major issue, and it doesn't stop at the individual level. In fact, at the community level, at the national level, it has got a lot of expressions. Recently, there has been debate going on in the country, in fact, globally too, when it comes to data privacy and electioneering. What is the debate of data privacy and electioneering which is going on, and particularly emerging due to use of more and more technology in electioneering process? I would like to give me your opinion as to how we can ensure that the privacy is maintained while we have the deeper and greater penetration of technology is taking place in democratic festival of voting.